Hi everyone, this is your biology class. I'm your teacher Seema Atreja. Student, in this video we are going to discuss the process of glycolysis. In previous video we discussed the concept of cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is of two types, aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. This step glycolysis is common in both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. It is a 10-step process. So we are going to discuss here the glycolysis. The another name of glycolysis is the EMP pathway. This name is given on the basis of the scientists involved in describing the process of glycolysis. E means Amden, M means Meyerhoff, and P means Paranas. So we called glycolysis as EMP pathway. Glycolysis occurs in the cytoplasm of the cell. It is an anaerobic process as oxygen is not required in this process. What happens in this process? One molecule of glucose is broken down into two molecules of pyruvic acid. We are going to discuss this process step by step in this video. So what happens? Glucose is the respiratory fuel or respiratory substrate. In the first step, glucose is converted into glucose 6-phosphate. One molecule of phosphate is added into the glucose. ATP is utilized. One molecule of ATP is utilized. It gives its phosphate to the glucose and it is converted into glucose 6-phosphate. One molecule of ADP is synthesized here. This step is catalyzed by the phosphorylase enzyme. In the next step, this glucose 6-phosphate is isomerized into its isomers fructose 6-phosphate. Glucose 6-phosphate and fructose 6-phosphate both are the isomers. This step is catalyzed in the presence of enzyme isomerase and isomer of glucose 6-phosphate is produced, that is fructose 6-phosphate. In next step, fructose 6-phosphate gain one molecule of phosphate from the ATP and converted into fructose 1,6-biphosphate in the presence of enzyme phosphorylase. This step is catalyzed by phosphorylase enzyme and fructose 6-phosphate is converted into fructose 1,6-biphosphate. This phosphate is provided by the ATP. So another molecule of ATP is utilized in this step and fructose 1,6-biphosphate is produced. In the next step, fructose 1,6-biphosphate broken down in presence of enzyme aldolase. Fructose 1,6-biphosphate is 6-carbon compound. It is broken into two molecules of 3-carbon compound. One molecule of dihydroxyacetone phosphate is produced and one molecule of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is produced. Dihydroxyacetone phosphate and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate both are the isomers. Later on, dihydroxyacetone phosphate is converted into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. So from here, all the steps we multiply by 2. So here 2 molecules of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate are produced. Because dihydroxyacetone phosphate is converted into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. In the next step, what happens? Glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate oxidize into an acid. One thing is oxidized, the another is reduced. What is reduced in this step? One molecule of NAD plus is reduced to NADH plus HIN. We also write it as NADH2. So in this step, when glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is converted into or oxidized into glyceric acid, what happens? 2 molecules of NADH2 are produced. Why we are saying 2 molecule? Because dihydroxyacetone phosphate is converted into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. So 2 molecule of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is converted into 2 molecule of 1,3-biphosphoglycerate or glyceric acid. So 2 molecule of NADH2 are produced in this step. Glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate gaining one phosphate group and converted into 1,3-biphosphoglycerate. This phosphate is provided by the phosphoric acid, inorganic phosphate, not from the ATP. So inorganic phosphate gives its phosphate to glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and it is converted into 1,3-biphosphoglycerate. 2 molecules of NADH2 are produced in this step. Later on, this NADH2 molecule gives us 3 ATP. Because 2 NADH2 molecules are produced here, so net gain of 6 ATP takes place in this step at the end of aerobic respiration or the last step of aerobic respiration. In the next step, 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid is converted into 3-phosphoglyceric acid. In this step, 1 ATP molecule is produced. We can say 2 ATP molecules are produced because we are doubling the products. अभी तक ATP produced हुए थे in previous step. यहाँ पर in the previous step ATP used up हुए थे. यहाँ पर 2 ATP की formation हो रही है इस step में. In the next step, 3-phosphoglycerate is converted into 2-phosphoglycerate. Only the position of phosphate is changes. 3-phosphoglycerate में phosphate कार्बन 3rd पर प्रेजेंट है और 2-phosphoglycerate में कार्बन 2 पर phosphate group present है. This step is catalyzed by the enzyme phosphoglycerate mutase. 2-phosphoglycerate later on converted into phosphoenol pyruvate. This step is catalyzed by the enolase enzyme. In the next step, phosphoenol pyruvate is converted into pyruvic acid and 2 molecules of pyruvic acid are produced here. In the last step, when phosphoenol pyruvate is converted into pyruvic acid, ATP is also produced in this step. So 2 ATP are produced in this step. So on the whole, here when 1,3-biphosphoglycerate is converted into 3-phosphoglycerate, 2 ATP are produced, and in the last step phosphoenol pyruvate converted into pyruvic acid, 2 ATP are produced here. So on the whole 4 ATP are produced here. And previously what we observe here, if we saw the total gain of ATP molecules in the previous step, here 2 ATP are utilized. 2 ATP are utilized, and in the last step we saw 4 ATP are produced. So here is net gain of 2 ATP molecule takes place. और क्या प्रोड्यूस हुआ है यहाँ पर? 2 molecule of NADPH2 are produced here. These molecules in the last step of aerobic respiration, that is the oxidative phosphorylation. 1 molecule of NADPH give rise to 3 ATP. So 2 NADPH molecules give rise to 6 ATP. That is 6 ATP are produced in the last step of aerobic respiration by NADH2. So on the whole in glycolysis 2 ATP are produced, and during aerobic respiration when we encash these NADPH in the last step of aerobic respiration, it gives rise to 6 ATP. So there is gross gain of ATP, that is 8 ATP takes place in the aerobic respiration. But if we compare the anaerobic respiration, what we observe in case of anaerobic respiration, as the Glycolysis is the common step in anaerobic respiration. Also, glycolysis takes place. In anaerobic respiration, what happens in anaerobic respiration? Glucose is converted into 2 molecule of pyruvic acid and 2 molecule of NADH2 are produced in this process. And 2 ATP molecules are also produced in this process. Further, what happens in case of anaerobic respiration? This pyruvic acid is converted into 2 molecule of pyruvic acid are converted into 2 molecule of acetaldehyde. And then these 2 molecule of acetaldehyde is converted into 2 molecule of ethanol. 2 molecule of ethanol are produced here. And in this step, when 2 molecule of acetaldehyde are converted into 2 molecule of ethanol, these NADH2 are utilized here and we get NAD+. So in case of anaerobic respiration, these NADH2 is not encased into ATP. So there is net gain of 2 ATP molecule takes place in anaerobic respiration. This is the difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, in glycolysis, net gain of 2 ATP molecule takes place and gross gain of 8 ATP molecules takes place, when later on these NADPH give rise to 3 ATP in the last step of aerobic respiration. But in case of anaerobic respiration, only net gain of 2 ATP molecules takes place. NADH2 produced is utilized in the conversion of 2 acetaldehyde into 2 molecule of ethanol. So there is net gain of only 2 ATP molecule takes place. In case of aerobic respiration, these 2 molecule of pyruvic acid which are produced in aerobic respiration participate in the Krebs cycle. In our next video, we will discuss the Krebs cycle. Thank you so much.